I've always had interesting pictures in my mind about the second parable, which has exactly the same message. It's like two with the same moral right next to each other. The kingdom of heaven is like a merchant looking for fine pearls. Here's a merchant. Think of the merchant in Palestine at the time of Jesus. What is a merchant doing? How does he get rich? The Romans are the occupying power. The Pharisees are there trying to make everybody toe their line. What's the merchant doing? Do you think he respects and loves the Pharisees? Hello? No. Do you think he loves and respects the Romans? No. What is he after? Money. He's a merchant. And how does he get it? He trades. Now the only people with big bucks are the Romans. So he has to sell to the Romans. And what are the Romans there to buy? You have to know a little about the economy of the Middle East to understand that, but it's wheat. Palestine was a granary. It was a rich area of grain and olives and fruit. And that's what the Romans wanted. And the Romans bought it. He was the merchant. And he didn't pay for it any more than he had to, and he sold it for as much as he could get. And he's a merchant. Now he has a hobby. He collects pearls. Pearls, small, beautiful. They're portable. If anything goes wrong, he can put them in his pocket and run. He has something valuable. And he has a pearl collection. And that pearl collection means a lot to him. When I first preached this to you about 20 years ago out of the Gospel of Mathew, some of you may remember, I made up images in my imagination about how that man, after dealing with the Romans all day, who looked down on him as a Jew and scorned him and tried to cheat him while he was trying to cheat them. And after he had to toady to the Romans all day, he went home and cursed them under his breath and got out his pearl collection and just looked at his pearls and handled them. And if you tried to take them away from him, he would say, no. But he gave them all away, sold them, and got rid of them when he found one pearl that he just had to have. The most beautiful thing he'd ever seen. Now that's Solomon again, with the wisdom. The first principle of acquiring, getting that great, the first principle of having that greatest pearl is to acquire it at the cost of all you have. Everything else is trash compared with what you're after. It can go. Should we sell that? Yes. Should we sell that? Oh yeah. How about this? Yes, sure. Anything. Get rid of it. Yet what we're after. There's another illustration I used, and I haven't been able to think of a better one, so I'll just repeat it. I often ask my dad, didn't he worry about repeating himself because he preached several hundred times a year, different places? He says, no. If they remembered, it's worth repeating. If they don't remember it, they don't know I'm repeating myself. When we lived in Prussian Woods, the trash collector came twice a week. The trash truck would come up the hill, would go down the hill with everybody's trash. And I think I told you that I had never seen any of my neighbors come out of their houses and follow that truck down the hill crying and saying, there goes my trash! They're taking away my trash! Never seen that. Good, get rid of that. Makes room for something I want to get. If you have seen what eternal life is, if you have really gotten any kind of a vision of what it means to live forever, with no death, no sorrow, no sighing, no problems, Whatever it is that bugs you. What bugs you? It'll be gone. Just think of all the little things that irritate you. Gone. And all the big things. Gone. Everything marvelous. Well, I don't want to be bored. You won't be bored. Boredom is something else that'll be gone. Think God for a minute. Think God. Think God's imagination, what He's created. He's not going to run out of ideas to amuse you. He won't. And in Ephesians 6, it says, Ephesians 2, verse 6 and 7, it says that He is looking forward to spending eternity proving that to you. He wants to just show you how kind He can be. Because He loves you. Now think of going to a place run by someone who loves you and has the power to delight you eternally, to give you all the desires of your heart. Is that worth having? Is that worth putting anything else aside for? Is that worth trying to get on the right road that leads you there? To walk the walk that'll bring you there? That's it. That's the point of what God is trying to tell humanity. I'm going to save the next parable for another time. I said I was going to try to make a short sermon. Is this short enough? Would you be happy with this for the winter? It's a good length of the sermon? I think so. Gene's nodding. When all my labors and trials are o'er. That's our last hymn, 515. Soon and very soon we'll be there. Think soon and very soon while you're singing this hymn, number 515. Let's stand.